Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to Anna Watch, where we keep it real with the best, the spiciest, and the most in-your-face anime content out there. Today, we're diving deep into some serious heat, new Ecchi anime packed with steamy fan service, tons of melons, and all the spicy goodness that made our teenage hearts race. And if you know what I mean by melons, then you're in the right place. This one's for the grown-ups, so if you're under 18, better click away before things get too hot to handle. This is for the true fans, the ones who can handle the heat, the fan service overload, and the melons that keep on bouncing. My number's Zero Pig. It's the one that delivers more fan service and melons than you've ever seen in your life. And I'm going to share 35 similar anime picks that will make your Symphony screen explode with pure Ecchi intensity. All right, grab your popcorn, turn down the lights, and let's jump into some good new fashion exhibit action.
What up, fam? Whoa, yikes.
Starting with number 1, Hensuki, are you willing to fall in love with a pervert as long as she's a cutie? Now this one's straight up insane. If you think you've seen fan service, think again. This is next level Ecchi goodness. Our boy Kiki finds a mysterious love letter. But get this, no name on it, just a pair of panties. And from there, it's a crazy wild ride where he's trying to figure out who his secret admirer is. Spoiler alert, every single girl around him is a complete and utter pervert. And we love it. You've got all the fan service you could ever want: whips, chains, dominatrix vibes, and melons that just keep on coming. Sayaka, one of the main girls, is all about that submissive vibe, and you better believe her assets are front and center in every scene. Then there's the sweet, shy girl Yuka, except she's hiding her inner sadness behind that cute smile. It's like every episode gets more intense, and you'll find yourself saying, just how far is this show gonna go? And don't even get me started on the melons. These characters, they know how to use their plot devices to their fullest. And let's be real, the animation doesn't hold back on the details. Kiki's interactions with these girls are full of over-the-top moments, awkward, sexy, and sometimes downright ridiculous. But hey, that's why we're here, right? It's like a buffet of fan service, and I guarantee you'll be watching some scenes just to make sure you didn't miss any. Plot development.
何やって首は
私をケーキくんのペットにしてください。
はい。そっか、あの時犬を見てたのって。
そうよ、ご主人様に叱ってもらえる犬が羨ましくて、いいな、私も叱ってほしいなって見てたの。
そういう伏線
というわけで、私をケーキくんのペットにしてください。お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。
うん、帰ろう。俺たちの世界に。
Next at number 9, we have the hidden dungeon only I can enter. Don't let the title fool you. This show is more about what's above ground than the actual dungeon itself. The story follows Noir, a young man who finds a hidden dungeon full of treasures and secrets. But what's really special about this show is its unapologetic dedication to fan service. Noir has the unique ability to gain skills by indulging in certain desires. Yeah, you know where this is going? Whether it's making out with his childhood friend Emma, who's blessed with some serious melons, or engaging in suggestive training sessions. This show takes Ecchi to another level. Fan service? Check. Melons? Double check. Each episode guarantees at least one moment where Noir's quest to get stronger involves, let's say, getting closer to the female characters in the most suggestive ways possible. And let's talk about the body physics in this show, because wow, the bouncing is real. Every encounter between Noir and Emma, or the busty librarian Lola, is filled with those teasing moments where you're not sure if they're going to kiss, fight, or do something much more intense. Whether it's Noir using his skills to get a little too close for comfort, or one of the girls throwing themselves into a steamy situation. The Ecchi elements are just as much a part of the plot as the dungeon crawling. And did I mention the melons? They're everywhere, and they're not subtle about it. This show knows its audience and delivers on the eye candy in almost every frame.
Master, このままお願い申し上げます。どうかこのロゼに魔力をお恵み。
よし、覚悟するがよい。ふん。
Eighth spot goes to how not to summon a demon lord. This one takes everything we love about fan service and cranks it up to 11. You've got magic, a demon lord, and a harem of super sexy girls all vying for the attention of our social awkward main guy, Diablo. Now, when it comes to Melons, this anime doesn't hold back. Every episode is packed with bouncing, jiggling, and more fan service than you can handle. The show's got two main girls, Shura and Rem. Shura, with her massive ahem personality, brings the perfect combination of sweet and seductive, while Rem's got the more petite but equally dangerous appeal. The show knows exactly what you want to see. Every transformation, every battle, every spellcast comes with a solid dose of plot, if you know what I mean. Whether it's the skimpy outfits, the lewd magical mishaps, or the insane amount of accidental touching, this anime throws the fan service in your face and expects you to love every second of it. The camera work is absolutely shameless, zooming in on every curve and melons that bounce with each step. And let's not forget, the story isn't half bad either. Diablo is overpowered, but he's also socially awkward, and watching him squirm when the girls throw themselves at him is comedy gold. But we all know you're not here for the awkward moments, you're here for the action, and how not to summon a demon lord brings more than enough. The girls are hot, the moments are spicy, and the fan service, yeah, it's off the charts.
もうこの露出エルフ
ほらルマキ
ダンジョン攻略のため頑張ります
最終問題
モンスターのことなどわかるはずがない。
レジェンドドラゴン
正解
オパこっちもオパいや恥ずかしくないんですか？
え？何が？全然。てか雫隊になれるんだから本の通りちゃんとやらないと。何
なんでもありません。気にしないでください。集中しろ。俺の手が北川さんに触れないように。
チラ？大丈夫
？Let's talk about My Dress Up Darling at number 7. This show brings in the best kind of fan service, the kind where the characters are already cute. And then the anime goes ahead and turns up the heat to scorching. We've got our boy Wakana, who's low-key obsessed with creating perfect dolls. But when the ridiculously hot Marin Kitagawa steps into his life, things take a major turn. Now, this anime might sound sweet and innocent at first, but don't be fooled. Marin is serving up all the melons, and she knows exactly what she's doing with them. Cosplay, tight outfits, accidental slips, and suggestive poses, Marin pulls off fan service in a way that'll leave you sweating. The outfits she tries on, oh, let's just say each one is more revealing than the last. You can't help but notice the effort they put into ahem highlighting every curve. And while the story of the anime is about cosplay and friendship, we all know the real reason this show's trending, Marin's teasing nature and the intense sexual tension between her and Wakana. Those moments where she leans in close, the close-up shots, the beach scenes, yeah, this is fan service at its peak. For those of you who live for the melons and the visual appeal, My Dress Up Darling hits all the right spots. The tension, the outfits, and the bouncy scenes you can't unsee.
そうだ、俺たちは今ラブホテルにいるんだ。北川さん、今すぐ俺から降りてください。です。はい。すみません。延長とは退出の時間だそうです。
着替えてくるね。指導さんから伝言ですわ。好き好き大好き。結婚しよう。マイハニー。マイハニーしか会っていないではありませんの。
At number 6, date alive in this absolute fan service goldmine, we've got our boy Shido, who's tasked with one heck of a mission, saving the world by making superpowered girls fall in love with him. I mean, saving the world has never been this steamy, am I right? These girls or spirits aren't just here to fight, they're serving up insane melons and tantalizing outfits that'll keep your eyes glued to the screen. But let's not forget, there's some deep story here too, if you can peel your eyes away from all the plot to follow it. We're talking massive battles, complicated relationships, and those moments. Oh man, those moments when the fan service kicks in and you're like, how is this even allowed? Shido's interactions with these ladies are next level seductive. From Toka's innocent but bombshell vibe to Kurumi's dark and dangerously sexy look, there's no shortage waifus here, each with their own unique charm. And trust me, if you're in it for the melons, Data Live has got you covered, whether they're in battle or just chilling. The camera never misses a chance to showcase everything you came for. Oh, and there's plenty of those accidental moments that'll have you pausing and rewinding. I know what you're here for, let's just say, Date Alive delivers.
今のところメイン作画候補はかぐやとゆずるね。さ、じゃあ次。何を書いてんのよ、折り紙。シドと一つになった私。同人誌で売り上げを得ようと思ったら18禁要素は避けて通れないはず。私とお付き合いしてくれないかな。
お付き合い？
そういう例えだよ。主に家事をこなせる腕も確かだ。君がたくましく育ってくれれば。奴隷君が何としても欲しくなってきた。で、服を脱がすだけだよ。
落ち着きません。
ちなみに、はい、飴の緑。そろそろ告白の答えを聞かせてくれないかな。急すぎて保留。3ほど急すぎて保留か。じゃあ NG じゃないわけだ。
Next on the list is we've got Chain Soldier at number 5. An enemy that takes Ecchi to the battlefield. Picture this, an alternate world where monstrous creatures known as the Shuki threaten humanity, and only beautiful female soldiers can take them down. But that's not all. These women have a special power, and it involves enslaving men to help them fight. Yep, you heard that right. Our protagonist, Yuki Wakura, finds himself chained literally to the gorgeous but fierce Kyoka Yuzen, one of the most powerful soldiers. And let me tell you, the dynamic between these two is steamy. Kyoka is all business when it comes to fighting, but when the chains are off, well, let's just say there's no shortage of intimate moments, accidental groping, and of course, plenty of melons. Chain Soldier is packed with action and fan service in equal measure. The battles are intense, but so are the scenes where Kyoka's armor just happens to fall off, or when the girls have to use their powers in ways that involve getting very close to Yuki. If you're looking for a show where hot characters are in constant danger of losing their clothes, Chain Soldier is going to give you exactly what you need.
かさん、なんで俺の部屋に？
言ったでしょ？可愛い寝顔、たっぷり見せてもらったよ。
いつまで寝ているつもりだ。
で、ここで干してていい？あ、ブラまで濡れちゃった。見なくていいの？
冗談言ってないで早く着替えろ。
あ、昨日遅くまで仕事だったから乾くまで寝かせて。先輩も一緒に寝る
Fourth spot goes to 2.5 dimensional seduction, and trust me, this one takes fan service to a whole new level. Imagine a world where cosplay isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. Our main character, Okumura, is a die-hard otaku who has sworn off 3D girls for good, claiming they can never match the perfection of two waifus. But everything changes when Lilith, the school's hottest and curviest girl, steps into his life. And guess what? She's a cosplay queen. Lilith is every Ecchi fan's dream girl, beautiful, busty, and not afraid to show off her assets. The cosplay scenes in this anime are like fan service on steroids. Whether she's dressed as a seductive maid or a naughty succubus, Lilisa's melons are constantly on full display, leaving Okumura and us speechless. The attention to detail in her outfits makes every scene feel like a fantasy come to life, and let's just say there's no shortage of steamy moments that push the boundaries. But it's not just about the cosplay. The show has a surprisingly heartwarming side, exploring Okumura's gradual realization that maybe 3D girls aren't so bad after all, especially when they come with Lilith's assets. With a mix of humor, heart, and plenty of jaw-dropping scenes, 2.5-dimensional seduction is the perfect mix of fan service and story. If you're into cosplay, cute girls, and a lot of melons, this one's going to hit all the right spots.
当たってます。マニューが。お前ふざけてるだろ。増幅？ベルメさん。
もちろんご主人様の優秀な魔力がもちっとあればだけど。分かってるだろ。足りないならここですればいいさね。
At number 3, we have Vermeil and Gold, an anime that combines fantasy, magic, and plenty of fan service. The story follows Alto Goldfield, a student in a prestigious magic academy who's struggling to pass his summoning class. But what happens when he accidentally summons Vermeil, a smoking hot demon with curves for days and a personality as wild as her looks? Yeah, you guessed it. Things get intense pretty fast. Vermeil isn't just powerful, she's downright seductive. Her voluptuous figure is impossible to ignore, and trust me, the show doesn't hold back when it comes to showing her off. The fan service in Vermeil and Gold is off the charts. Melons? Oh, they're definitely front and center. Vermeil's relationship with Alto goes from innocent to steamy as she feeds on his mana in some very creative ways. Whether it's Vermeil teasing Alto with her overwhelming beauty or those oh-so-accidental moments of skin exposure, the anime delivers everything you crave, but don't let all that distract you from the plot. This isn't just fan service for the sake of it. There's a deep storyline here involving ancient magic, dangerous foes, and a powerful bond between Alto and Vermeil that continues to evolve with each episode. However, you might find yourself more focused on how that bond is physically portrayed. If you're looking for an anime with a mix of action, fantasy, and more melons than a fruit stand, Vermeil and Gold is definitely one to check out.
レポートって言ったって。
できる限り詳細に書いて提出してくださいね。
何普通に脱いでるんですか。
なんでって、体測るんだろ。服着てちゃきちんと測れないじゃないか。
この匂いさえあれば。
やっぱ酔ってんじゃねえか。
さあ、みんなが帰ってくる前にやっちゃおっか。
何をだよ。
Next at number 2, for all you lovers of harem Ecchi with a side of slice of life, we've got the Cafetaurus and its goddesses. This one's for the fans who want their fan service served up with a bit of heart. The story follows Hayato Kasukab, a dude who inherits his grandma's old cafe, only to find that it's now home to 5 drop-dead gorgeous girls who work there. Each of them has their own unique charm, but let's be honest, they're all smoking hot. From the get-go, this anime sets the stage for some serious fan service. The girls, all drawn to perfection. Whether it's tight uniforms, accidental wardrobe malfunctions, or those moments where things get way more physical than you'd expect, this cafe is serving more than just coffee. The melons here? Unmissable. Each episode packs in scenes that'll leave you sweating, shower scenes, beach episodes, and let's just say certain camera angles that focus on the important details.
何をだよ。
私、隼人君のこと好きなの。ここ外よ、早く止めなきゃ。お料理の次は子供作ろっか。
アホか。
ダメ。
First spot goes to the 100 Girlfriends who really. Yes, you heard that right, 100 Girlfriends. But don't sleep on this one, it's more than just a wild title. The story centers around our boy Rentaro, who's been blessed or cursed by a goddess to have 100 soulmates. And here's the kicker, if any of these girls doesn't end up with him, they literally die. So yeah, he's got to keep them all happy. The fan service here is insane. Every episode delivers some serious melons. And I'm not just talking about the plot. Rentaro's girls come in all shapes, sizes, and personalities, and each one of them is vying for his attention. We've got Sunders, Yanders, shy girls, bold girls, you name it. And let's be real, the isekai moments are non-stop. Think accidental groping, suggestive outfits, beach episodes where the bikinis leave nothing to the imagination, and more jiggle physics than a physics exam. But what's wild about this anime is just how far it goes with the fan service. The girls aren't shy about showing their affection. And Rentaro. My dude's constantly caught in the middle of some hilarious yet steamy situations. Whether it's pillow fights that turn into melons on display spectacles or moments where clothes just seem to magically disappear, this anime knows exactly what it's doing. And let's not even get started on the harem dynamics. With 100 girls, there's always something spicy happening.
こんなに可愛いんだもの。彼女の母親、実の母、大人の女、混沌、親子丼。そうだわ、もうこんな時間だし。
For my personal favorite, we have Angel Beats, a show that seems like it's here to toy with your emotions. Picture this, you wake up and boom, you're dead. Welcome to the afterlife, where a bunch of misfit kids are stuck in limbo, refusing to move on until they've dealt with their unfinished business. It's like a high school reunion, but instead of reliving glory days, everyone's dealing with past trauma. And the ringleader? Yuri, she's a total badass who's waging war against God or whoever's running this afterlife show. But here's the thing, just when you're laughing at the ridiculous antics, Angel Beats sucker punches you with some serious feels. You think you're watching a comedy, then suddenly you're drowning in a sea of tears. Each character has a backstory that's more tragic than the last, and by the time the truth hits you, it's like someone's pulled the rug out from under your feet. The show sets you up for an emotional massacre, and you won't even see it coming. The final moments, they'll break you. But it's a good kind of broken, the kind that makes you appreciate the fragility of life and the beauty in every fleeting moment. As promised, here are 35 similar anime picks. Each pick isn't just there to remind you of what you loved, it's there to intensify the moment. We're talking about fan service so wild it's leave you sweating. The Melons take over, bouncing in ways that defy all logic. You'll be hit with one visual after another, and it's all going to feel like the ultimate Ecchi nostalgia overload. Whether it's the strategic camera angles or the absolutely mind-blowing outfits, the Melons are front and center, and they aren't letting up. Each pick will leave you begging for more because this isn't just any video, it's pure Ecchi insanity. And now that we've blasted through this wild ride of jaw-dropping, pulse-pounding anime moments, it's time to wrap things up, but we're far from done. This video wasn't just about taking a trip down memory lane. It was about unleashing the new generation of anime that's turning up the heat in ways we never imagined. The action, explosive. The animation, next level. The fan service, you already know it's pushing the limits and leaving you wanting more with every frame. But hold on, we're just getting started. Make sure you dive into those 35 recommended anime series, each one more intense, wild, and unfiltered than the last. You thought this was hot? You haven't seen anything yet. Every show is packed with eye-popping animation, non-stop action, and fan service that just doesn't quit. If you're ready for even more over-the-top action and pure anime intensity, smash the subscribe button because the best is still to come. It's only going to get crazier, wilder, and hotter from here, so stay tuned, you don't want to miss what's next.